Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today we're going to hear about real science, not junk science. Real science is derived from the Srimad Bhagavatam and the Vedic Puranas, because it explains the real structure of the universe, or as they say in technical terms, the cosmology of the universe. So now our young PhD scientists are going to explain what's really going on in this universe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Go to Premanande. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna everyone. Today we will be describing the material universe from the point of the scriptures, especially Srimad Bhagavatam. The material universe consists of 14 planetary systems, broadly categorized into 3 worlds, namely the upper, middle, and the lower planetary systems. The top 6 planetary systems, starting from Satyaloka, or the abode, to Brahma, till the Swargaloka, the heavenly planets, fall into the upper planetary systems.
The earthly realm is the middle planetary system, where we are right now. The 7 planetary systems below Earth are the lower planetary systems, also called Bilaswarga, or subterranean heavenly planets.
Outside of these 14 planetary systems, there are the hellish planets and Pitraloka for punishment of sinful people.
The upper planetary system is inhabited with pious and highly elevated living entities.
The residents here have unbelievable standards of material comforts and pleasures, and live for hundreds and thousands of years.
The powerful demigods or devatas appointed by the Supreme Lord to manage the affairs of the universe also live here.
The passionate people dwell in the middle planetary system. The planet Earth belongs here and is known as Karma Bhumi, the place where new karma is accrued, a kind of cosmic crossroad.
Here we can decide our future situation, higher or lower, by acting in a particular way. The opulences here are limited, and lifespans less compared to higher planetary system.
The residents of the lower planetary systems, Asuras and Nagas, are situated in complete ignorance. It is said these planets are dark with no sunlight reaching here.
Yet, they have super excellent facilities for material enjoyment, surpassing those of heavenly planets, therefore called the Bilaswarga.
Everyone here is attached to temporary and illusory pleasures and have no knowledge of the real spiritual bliss.
Modern scientists are trying to find out about the material universe, but they can only know a tiny bit using their telescopes, spacecrafts, because both humans and instruments made by humans have their limitations.
But we can find all details about different planetary systems from the Vedic scriptures. This is a model made according to the description of each planetary system in the Srimad Bhagavatam. We will start from the lowest to the highest. Hare Krishna, my name is Nikhil, and I'm going to be talking about Pitraloka. Pitraloka is located outside of the 14 planetary systems, which is right above over there. It lies with the hellish planets and Pitraloka. These planets are situated on the southern side of the universe, beneath Bhumandala, and slightly above the water of Garbhodaka ocean. The king of the Pitas is Yamaraj, who resides in the Pitraloka, who is appointed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna to judge the sinful men and punish them accordingly by putting them into various hells. There are 28 hells according to the Srimad Bhagavatam, meant for different sinners. For example, a person who kills animals is put into a hell called Rava, where the animals he killed take birth as creatures called Rurus and cause great suffering for them. A person who steals from others goes to a hell called Tamisra, where assistants of Yamaraj beat him and keep him starved, and he is given no water to drink. Hare Krishna, and thank you for listening.
Hare Krishna, my name is Kavya and I'll be talking about Patala. Patala is the bottommost planetary system. The bottommost planetary system is known as Patala or Nagloka, where there are many demoniac serpents. The masters of Nagloka, such as Shanka, Mahashanka, Sweta, Dhanajanya, Dhritarashtra, and many others. The chief among them is Vasuki. They all are extremely angry, and they have many hoods. Some snakes 5 hoods, some 7, some 10, others 100, and others 1,000. These hoods are bedecked with valuable gems, and the light emanating from the gems illuminate the entire planetary system of Bilva Swarga. Hare Krishna.
We'll just pause for a second. Deities are leaving.
Hare Krishna, my name is Siddharth and I will be talking about Rasatala. The planetary system above Patala is known as Rasatala, which is the abode of the demoniac sons of Diti and Danu. They are called Panis, Nivata, Kavachas, Kalayas, and Hiranyapuravasis. They are all enemies of the demigods, and they reside in holes like snakes. From birth, they are extremely powerful and cruel, and although they are proud of their strength, they are always defeated by the Sudarshan Chakra of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who rules all the planetary systems. It is said that there was a great fight between these serpentine demons and Indra, the king of heaven. When the defeated demons met the female messenger Sharma, who was chanting a mantra, they became afraid, and therefore they are living in the planet called Rasatala. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my name is Divija. This is the planet Mahatala. The planetary system above Rasatala is known as Mahatala. It is the abode of the many hooded snakes, descendants of Kardu, who are always very angry. The great snakes who are prominent are Kahuka, Takshaka, Kalia, and Susena. The snakes in Mahatala are always disturbed by fear of Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu. But although they're full of anxiety, some of them neverthelessly sport with their wives, children, friends, and relatives. This is the way of material life. Even if one thinks in the most abominable condition, he still thinks himself happy with his wife, children, friends, and relatives. The sunshine does not reach these planets, but they are illuminated by the many great serpents residing there with gems on their hoods. Those living in these planets do not become old or diseased. They are not afraid of death from any cause but the time factor, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. My name is Shivani. Today I'll be talking about the planet Talatala, which is this one. The planetary system above Mahatala is called Talatala, which is ruled by a Danava demon named Maya. Maya is known as Acharya, master of all the Mayavis, who can invoke the powers of sorcery. For the benefit of the three worlds, Lord Shiva, who is known as Tripurari, once set fire to the three kingdoms of Maya, but later, being pleased with him, he returned to his kingdom. Since that time, Maya, Danava, has been protected by Lord Shiva, and therefore he falsely thinks that he need not fear the Sudarshan Chakra of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. My name is Advait. Today I'm going to be talking about Sutala, which is right here. The planetary system above Talatala is known as Sutala, where the great son of Maharaj Virochana, Bali Maharaj, who is celebrated as the most pious king, resides even now. After the Vamadev pastime, Vamadev was very pleased with Bali Maharaj's devotion and surrender, and the Lord awarded Bali Maharaj the planet of Sutala. After Vamadev agreed to guard Bali Maharaj's palace. In the model of planet Sutala I made, Vamadev was guarding the palace of Bali Maharaj, and it shows Bali Maharaj being crowned as king in the presence of Sukracharya, his guru, and Prahlad Maharaj, his grandfather. Even now, Bali Maharaj engaged in devotional service by worshipping the Supreme Personality and Godhead in the planet of Sutala. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my name is Kishori, and I will be doing Vittala, which is this one. The planetary system above Sutala is called Vittala. Vittala is the planet of Shiva, Gauri, and their devoted followers, such as Nandi, the ghosts, and many more. Shiva is known to be the lord of gold mines. There is a special gold called Hataka, which was created from the river Hataka that originated from the mixed vital fluid of Shiva and Bhavani. When all the residents wear the Hataka gold, it gives them great pleasure and happiness. On the planet of Vittala, Shiva and Bhavani create different kinds of living entities. This planet is illuminated with gems on the snake's heads. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my name is Sritan. Today I'm going to talk about Atalaloka, which is right here. The planetary system about Vittala is known as Atala. Atala is the topmost Sabbatarian heavenly planet, Atala. In Atala there is a demon, the son of Maya Danava, named Bala, who created 96 kinds of mystic power. Some so-called yogis and swamis take advantage of this mystic power to cheat people today, even. Simply by yawning, the demon Bala created 3 kinds of women. It's called Svarini, independent, Kamini, lusty, Pumskali, very easily subdued by men. Svarinis like to marry men from their own group. The Kaminis marry men from any group. The Pumskalis may change husband from one after another. If a man enters the planet of Atala, these women immediately capture him and induce him to drink an intoxicating beverage made with a drug known as Hatha, cannabis indica. Because of this intoxicated beverage, man thinks himself stronger than 10,000 elephants and considers himself most perfect indeed, illusioned and intoxicated by false pride. He thinks himself God, ignoring impending death. Hare Krishna, and thank you for listening.
Hare Krishna, my name is Satvik. I'm going to be talking about Burloka, the planet above Atala. The planet Burloka is right there. Burloka is in the middle planetary system we are living right now. The planetary system known as Bhumandala resembles a lotus flower, and its 7 islands resemble the whirl of that flower. The Planet Earth is situated within Jambudvipa, and it is known as Karma Bhumi. On this earthly planet, a new karma is created. Therefore, this planet is called Karmic Crossroad, where one's pious and impious activity determines where one takes their next birth within the 14 planetary systems. On this planet, we can decide about our future situation, heavenly or hellish, by acting in a particular way. Birth on earthly planet is a great opportunity for self-realization. Even those who take birth in higher planets, among demigods or lower planets, seek to be born on an earthly planet, as it is very easy to go back to Godhead from here. So let us all make use of this human birth, follow Krishna consciousness seriously, and go back home, back to Godhead. Thank you and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. My name is Anvita, and the planet I'm presenting is Bhuvarloka, which is up here. So, Bhuvarloka is the lowest planetary system of the heavenly planets and is located above the middle planetary system of Bhumandala. Bhuvarloka is the space or antariksha between Bhuvarloka and the sun. In Bhuvarloka, there are many planets such as Yakshaloka, Siddhaloka, Charnaloka, Pishachaloka, Pretaloka, and etc. Also, there's the 7 other planets of our solar system, and the Big Dipper, or the Sapta Rishis, 7 saints, are part of Bhuvarloka. Thank you and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. My name is Rishika, and I'm going to be talking about Swargaloka. Swargaloka is located above the Bhuvarloka and is also known as Indraloka, which is the kingdom of Indra. Indra's palace is very opulent. There are beautiful lakes, gardens, and rivers that surround it. Indraloka is 100 million times more luxurious than Earth. One day is equal to 6 months of time on Earth. Because of this, the people's life lasts up to 100 solar years. Everyone is very powerful and opulently dressed. Apsaras and Gandharvas dance and sing for Lord Indra. In Indraloka, there is no jealousy, violence, false pride, lust, or greed. Whether in the heavenly planets like Swargaloka, the lower planets, or the earthly planets, people are engrossed in temporary material happiness, forgetting that in due course of time, they have to change their bodies according to the material laws and suffer the repetition of birth, death, old age, and disease. Thank you and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. My name is Sai Krishna, and I'm going to speaking about Maharloka. Maharloka is situated above Swargaloka and is the residence of many celestial sages and accomplished sages. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 7.12.17 that by rigidly following the rules and regulation of a Vanaprastha, one can attain Maharloka. The inhabitants of this loka enjoy life of up to 4,300,000,000 solar years, which is equal to 1 day of Brahma. Although they stay in these systems for such a long time, they must return to this earth at the end of this life. In this planet, there is an option of immense sense enjoyment. Since the upper planetary systems are situated in the mode of goodness, the sages are always engaged in chanting Hare Krishna and doing devotional service. They have airships which are incomparable to those of this world. They have wealth, fame, and everything a materialistic person would want. It is also said that they can enjoy their senses 1,000 times better than that of this planet. Although they have so many benefits, death and birth are inevitable in all the planetary systems. Thank you and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. My name is Akash, and today I'm going to present on Janaloka. Janaloka is the third from the top of the planets, and it is between Maharloka and Tapaloka in the heavenly planets. The definition of Janaloka in Sanskrit means the plane of existence or living being. Janaloka is home to the Naishtiki Brahmacharis and Vanaprasthas. Naishtiki Brahmacharis are lifelong celibates, and Vanaprasthas have lived their family life. But when they were married, they would also be following the Vedic literature of the Lord. Janaloka is also home to the 10 children or the Prajapatis that were born from Brahma's head. Janaloka is thought to be the realm of the Vishuddha Chakra, which is associated with the inner truth. Janaloka is also the planet where the 7 sages reside now. Now this covers the brief overview of the heavenly planet Janaloka. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my name is Tanvi and I'm going to be doing Tapaloka. Tapaloka is located right under Satyaloka and right above Janaloka. As the planets are higher, the Sattva-guna quality of the material energy becomes stronger and more intense. The smells, colors, and other sense objects are increasingly better and higher quality. The residents of Tapaloka are much happier than here, and it's not possible to explain how much pleasure they experience. In Tapaloka, there are Vanaprasthas, who renounce everything and go to meditate in the forest, and Naishtiki Brahmacharis, people who stay a brahmachari their whole life. Tapaloka is also the abode of the 4 Kumaras, and in Tapaloka there are also many impersonalists. Because of the impersonalists, the mystic yogis cannot meditate, and later they fall down to the lower planets. The yogis normally live in a secluded place so that they can focus and meditate on Narayan without getting disturbed. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my name is Sindhu and I'm going to be talking about Satyaloka. Satyaloka or Brahmaloka is the highest planet and the prime person, Brahma, resides, who is the first created being of this material world. From the navel of Garbhodakshay Vishnu has sprung the stem of a lotus flower, the birthplace of Brahma, who is the father of all living entities, and the master of all the demigod engineers engaged in the stem of the lotus. There are 14 divisions of planetary systems. In the material universe, not even Brahma is free from the process of birth, old age, disease, and death. Brahma, however, is directly engaged in the service of the Supreme Lord, in the management of this universe. Elevated sannyasis are promoted to Brahma's particular planet, Brahmaloka, which is the highest planet in the material universe, and which survives all the heavenly planet in the upper strata of the planetary system. But in due course, Brahma and all the inhabitants of Brahmaloka are subject to death, according to the law of material nature. Thank you and Hare Krishna. A man has always dreamt of conquering space and other planets. Since science has used rockets, spaceships, for man to cherish his quest, but without much success.
Man claims that he set foot on the moon, but what was the benefit from it?
After spending much money, much energy, and 10 years of effort, they just touched the moon and come back with a few rocks. They could not live there.
This is limitation of modern science because it fails to realize that we cannot go to other planets just by our will or by a mechanical arrangement.
One must have an appropriate body suitable for residence on that planet.
Bhagavad Gita informs us how to travel to the higher planetary systems, Devaloka, with a very simple formula. Yante Devavata Devan. One need only worship the particular demigod of that particular planet and in that way go to the moon, the sun, or any of the higher planetary systems.
Yet Bhagavad Gita does not advise us to go to any of the planets in this material world. But even if we go to Brahmaloka, the highest planet, we still find the material inconveniences of birth, death, disease, and old age.
Moreover, all these planets within the material universe will be destroyed at the time of cosmic annihilation.
One must not be satisfied with temporary happiness, temporary life, and facilities on these temporary planets. Rather, one should concern himself with attaining or elevating himself to the destination which is eternal.
That supreme destination is the abode of Lord Krishna, which Krishna describes as follows. Natad bhashayate suryo nasashanko napavaka yad katva nanyapratante tadama paramam mama.
That supreme abode of mine is not illuminated by the sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world.
The process to reach that supreme destination is also given by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Yanti mad yajnopi mam. Those who worship me will live with me.
Therefore, throughout our lives, we must remember, worship, and serve Lord Krishna.
The easiest process for executing devotional service in this age is to chant.
So let's all chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Harivilas Prabhuji, teachers and parents, for giving us this wonderful opportunity. Thank you and Hare Krishna.